Aside from Facebook and Instagram, which are two most common social media platforms, as well as YouTube, YouTube is the number one in video. You can also use LinkedIn. Okay, you can also use LinkedIn as part of your whole social media strategy because it there are people that are on LinkedIn or that are really active on LinkedIn that are just present but not active on Facebook. So it's a actually preference. They prefer the layout, they prefer the people more on LinkedIn because it's more professional. So if you want investors, or if you want B2B, more business to business, if you want collaboration, you should actually be on LinkedIn. You should be on LinkedIn. Okay, so how do you do that? First is you create a profile. Of course, like Facebook, you create a profile, but the difference is you make sure that the profile photo, okay, so your profile photo should be more formal. So unlike Facebook, where you can do um, avatars or you can do caricature, it's going to be more formal on LinkedIn. Okay, so have something where you're wearing a suit, or it's really done over a photo shoot. So you should do that, like for girls, you should have your makeup, etc. So that's number one. And then you have to fill out all the necessary parts, like your resume, your former jobs, how many years you stayed there, etc. Because people need to know your background. Remember, LinkedIn is kind of like your resume. They need to know that you are trustworthy, that you are reliable, that you can really do things for them. So you need to have that as a backup. Okay, and when it comes to posting, it's just like Facebook. You need to be active. You need to be consistent with your updates. The difference is that it's ideal for LinkedIn if you post articles that are related to you. So if you're in real estate, you post something about real estate. If you're in the arts, you post an article that is related to the arts. And then also images. So images will be important, but unlike Facebook, they don't have to be, again, funny or whatever. It's more formal. And then also articles, so you can share what you learned about the corporate world, or how you moved from the corporate world to entrepreneurship. So it's more, again, it's still stories. I mean, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, it's still about you. It's still about your story. So share, and then use hashtags, by the way. So if you're in real estate, you put real estate. You also, if your story is about motivation, you put motivation. If it's about learnings, you say learnings. You do hashtags. It's more important in LinkedIn, so that people will join in the conversation. You're easier to find when you use hashtags. So one, profile. Number two, hashtags. And number three, leverage groups. There's a lot of groups that are on LinkedIn, so join that. Okay, this is a tip. Sometimes we try to find people on LinkedIn and they're not related to us. When we're not connected, okay, this is the thing with LinkedIn. When we're not connected, we cannot send them an email. It's called InMail. InMail on LinkedIn. It's a paid service. It's $79, I think, per month. But if you really want to use LinkedIn as a strategy, as like your regular social media strategy, then why not pay $79, right? But again, the tip, if you don't want to pay that, or if you're just starting and you want to try it out, join a group. Okay, so join a group. Why is it important to join a group? Find out which group this member or this person belongs to and join that. Because when you're members of the same group, then you can now send that person a message without paying for your InMail. And even if you're not connected. Okay, so that's the secret to sending in mails without actually paying. All right, so I hope you learned something today, and thank you for watching.